What's up guys, my name is Christian, welcome to my channel, and today I want to talk about the controversy surrounding Lauren Daigle that has been going on lately. And I told myself that I was not going to make this video because there are a million more important things to worry about, but my opinion has changed a bit, and my opinion is one that I have not seen shared by very many people, so I just wanted to get it out there. And personally, I'm kind of neutral about it. I do think a lot of people are blowing it completely out of proportion, but I also completely see why a lot of people are worried, because the hard fact is that a lot of Christian artists and a lot of Christians in different ministries, different jobs and so on and so forth, start to go downhill in very small ways, and then they just completely abandon their faith. First, they start not mentioning God in interviews and, in their workplace, wherever, as much, and then they start doing minor things, and those minor things turn into bigger things, and then they just completely denounce their faith, and so on and so forth. So I see both sides, and some of the controversy, well, a lot of the controversy is about the fact that she hasn't mentioned God in some of her songs and in a lot of her interviews lately. And while again I do see the worry about it, I would also like to direct you to the Book of Ruth. And Ruth ended up becoming a queen and is the grandmother of David, and she saved the entire Jewish nation, the entire Jewish people from genocide. And in that entire book, there is no blatant mention of God. Of course, God is hinted at throughout the entire book, but there is no blatant mention, and yet Ruth is acknowledged as a great woman of God, an incredible woman of God, and people knew that she was a God-fearer, believer, whatever you want to call her, because of her actions. And I think Lauren Daigle is a lot of, she is in the same vein in a lot of ways. She has not mentioned God in a lot of her interviews and in some of her music lately, but do you really need to when you're blatantly a Christian artist? You've been very vocal about your faith the entire time, and these incidences, forgive me for my mispronunciation of words, it's early, and these incidences have been very far and few between, and it's only been as of lately that they've even happened. So I think that part is majorly being blown out of proportion, and instead of condemning her, we need to pray that she and everyone who is uh, out there in the Christian community and has a big role in teaching others and, influencing others, we need to pray that her and those people do not end up going down the wrong path. But I also don't feel that she's on the wrong path as of yet. She's just not mentioning God in her interviews and music because, I mean, God is blatantly a part of her life. She's a Christian music artist, and she has made God known and acknowledged God and given God the glory for all of her accomplishments throughout her entire career. So, I mean, I shouldn't say there's not a need lately. There was always a need. But I do think that she is certainly not giving up on her faith. She's not losing her faith or so on and so forth. It's just she hasn't mentioned God blatantly lately because it's obvious of who she is and who she's trying to glorify through her music and her words and so on and so forth. But again, I do want to acknowledge the other side, that people often, you know, start that way and then they go on to worse things and worse things until they completely just forsake their faith and just completely back out of walking with God. So again, I'm kind of neutral on it, and I wasn't going to make this video, as I said in the beginning at first, because there are a million more important things to worry about, and we certainly need to calm down about the whole matter, but it is important. She does have a huge influence over Christians, the Christian community, as well as people who are not Christian. And another controversy is her singing at the Ellen DeGeneres show. And the only thing I can really say about that is I don't understand the controversy. She never well, actually, yes, she did say that she didn't know whether homosexuality was a sin or not, which I think that's a completely different matter. But anyway, her singing at the Ellen DeGeneres show in and of itself being controversial is ridiculous because those are the people who we should be bringing Jesus to. So I don't get the controversy behind that, but I do get the backlash about saying that she doesn't know whether homosexuality is a sin or not because it is clearly a sin in the Bible. The Bible makes it vividly clear in both the Old and New Testament that it is indeed a sin. So definitely understand that, and we as Christians should not back away from the truth just because it's not popular with others. So while I don't think she's losing faith or becoming some kind of heathen, as some people would like to label people who do not believe in Christ, there are definitely some things that have been pretty wrong to do, and I certainly don't agree with. So, I've probably just been rambling as usual. You guys know how my channel goes by now. I usually start with a good idea and then just end up rambling and not making much sense. But anyway, hope you guys took something away from this video. Basically, I understand it, but don't blow it out of proportion. Just give constructive criticism and prayer where it is due. And we really need to start focusing on the bigger issues, such as, you know, child slavery and people shooting up places left and right these days, and school shootings, and so on and so forth, and issues that are just blatantly being ignored by so many Christians, while the small issues are the ones that are getting the most talked about. So anyway, I'm going to stop now. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I will see you in the next one, and as always, God bless.